It's Belinda. What is the most professional and appropriate way to conduct a Zoom interview? We get too comfortable. We get too comfortable with these virtual interviews. And I was talking to Susie earlier this afternoon, and I was saying, don't squeeze an interview in. A lot of people lately have been just trying to squeeze an interview in on their way to doing something else. Take the interview serious, whether it's a Zoom, Team, even a phone interview. A phone interview you need to take serious because you shouldn't be squeezing it in. You should never be squeezing it in. When you're going to have a Zoom interview. They're not going to call you an hour or 30 minutes before you're supposed to do the interview and say, hey, I want to interview you via Zoom. I'm sending you a code in 30 minutes. That's not likely to happen. They usually give some type of notice, a day, 2 days, 3 days, sometimes a week. The day and time they give you, if you're not available at that day and time, let them know so they can reschedule you a different time or a different day that you are available, that you are available so that you can put your best foot forward. This past week and last week, I've been interviewing virtually for some of the places that I'm the HR person for. So we've been hiring a lot of people. And I let them know 2 weeks ago, here's the interview date, here's the interview time. At that time, anytime before the interview, so let me just say that. Anytime before the interview, if that interview time didn't work for you, you should have sent an email saying, can we reschedule? Or can I pick a different time that something came up? You don't want to squeeze it in between driving someplace because it doesn't set a good tone. I had a person she wasn't driving, but she had somebody else driving. It's a distraction in the background when all you see is cars and trees just going by. One, it can make you dizzy because you're staring at all that going on. It's hard to concentrate. It takes the focus off of you because I should be paying attention to your answers, not, oh my gosh, I wonder how fast they're driving. And the whole car could hear the interview questions. They could hear you answering. They heard, when she was answering the question, she'd look to whoever was driving for approval. That is not how you want to do any video interview. Needless to say, she didn't get the job offer. You want to give them your undivided attention. You're not squeezing it in. Make time. Just as if you were doing it face to face in their office. The same, you want to make time. And a video, if you come off rushed or you're not taking it serious, that's the impression I'm going to get. And that's the impression I'm going to think you're going to think about your work. So if you have something come up, it's not a good time. We had another lady who gave her the time. Called, she was in Walmart shopping. This was a phone interview. So the supervisor called, she was in Walmart saying, can you give me, I'm checking out now. Can you give me a few minutes? You knew the time the phone interview was going to be. Why would you go to Walmart at that time? Because you could actually sit in your car in Walmart before you even go into the store. So when people do those type of things, it makes you think you're not ready because you're not even taking this serious. So a good video interview is that you are paying attention, you're in good light so they can see you. I have many people, they start the video off and you can't see them. And I have to say, can you turn your camera on? I can't see you. Can you go in a place that's bright so I can see your face? Because you want to know who you're interviewing. So a good interview, again, the phone, you show up on time, which is early. So on time is early. So you show up early, on time, you're in good light. There's no distractions. There's no distracting noises or anything going on. You're able to focus on what the person is saying. You're smiling. Don't be in a bad mood. You're smiling and you're prepared. One of the reasons too, I tell people to get on a video interview early. What if your internet is down? If you get on right on time and for whatever reason your interview is down or anything could happen, now you're frazzled. So now you're frazzled trying to get, your internet up, You know, you may have to go outside. You was gonna do it on your iPad. Now you got to do it on your phone. You know, so you don't have your best foot forward, which is why I tell people get on early, because some of those glitches you can catch ahead of time, and that way you can be ready and be refreshed and be at the right state of mind when you are doing an interview. So you don't want to be all over the place. So again, a good video interview, you show up on time, which is early. You've already know your stuff is working. You got good light. You got your camera on so they can see you. You got good light in the background so they can see you. It's not dark. There are no distractions. If you're in the car, because I've had people interview in the car, you're pulled over to the side, you know, and you say, I had a lady say, the internet at my house went out, so that's why I'm in the car. I'm sorry, but I didn't want to miss this. Now, she could have been at Walmart for all I know, but she gave an explanation on why she was in the car. The car wasn't driving. Other people could have been in the car, again, for all I know, but I didn't know that because she set the stage. My internet broke down, so I'm in my car. That's why I'm on my car, and we conducted the interview. She did very well, as opposed to other people who are driving when they're doing the interview.